Hello everyone. Welcome to UPSC Explainer 101. Today, we'll explore Chapter 5, Expansion and Consolidation of British Power in India, from Spectrum. Let's dive in. Discuss the phases of British imperialism in India with a focus on their transition from trade to territorial control. Answer. Phases of British imperialism. The British imperial history in India can be divided into two phases. The first empire focused on the Atlantic, including America and the West Indies, while the second empire, post-1783, was in Asia and Africa. Transition to territorial control. Initially, the British East India Company came to India for trade. Over time, due to the political vacuum and fragmented polities in India, they shifted their focus to territorial control. Conquest of Bengal, the Battle of Plassey, 1757, and the Battle of Buxar, 1764, marked significant events where the British established a strong foothold in Bengal, leveraging both military strength and political tactics. Analyze the factors that contributed to the British success in India. Answer. Military superiority. The British had advanced military technology and disciplined troops which gave them an edge over Indian forces. Financial resources. Access to vast financial resources enabled them to maintain a strong military presence and leverage economic influence. Divided Indian states. The lack of a unified front among Indian states against the British facilitated their gradual dominance. Strategic alliances and treaties. The British were adept at forging alliances and treaties with local rulers, which helped them expand their control. Evaluate the nature and impact of the dual government in Bengal during 1765–72. Answer. Nature of dual government. This system involved British control over revenue collection while leaving the local administration in the hands of Indian rulers. Inefficiencies and corruption. The arrangement led to administrative inefficiencies and corruption, adversely affecting both governance and the economy in Bengal. Impact on population. The system resulted in heavy taxation and exploitation of peasants, contributing to famines and widespread suffering. Assess the role of Indian states in resisting British power, with a focus on Mysore and the Maratha Confederacy. Answer. Mysore's resistance. Under leaders like Tipu Sultan, Mysore presented significant military resistance, employing modern warfare techniques and seeking foreign alliances. Maratha Confederacy. The Maratha Confederacy engaged in a prolonged struggle against the British, marked by a series of conflicts that ultimately led to the decline of Maratha power. Tactics and diplomacy. Both Mysore and the Marathas used a combination of military tactics and diplomatic efforts to resist British expansion, although they eventually succumbed to British supremacy. Analyze the consequences of the Anglo-Maratha struggle for supremacy in India. Answer. Decline of Maratha power. The prolonged conflict led to the gradual weakening and eventual fragmentation of the Maratha Confederacy. British supremacy. The defeat of the Marathas paved the way for the British to emerge as the dominant power in India. Political realignment. The power vacuum left by the decline of the Marathas led to political realignment among various Indian states and further consolidation of British rule. Examine the role of economic policies in the consolidation of British power in India during the 18th century. Answer. Revenue collection. The British implemented new systems of revenue collection, like the permanent settlement in Bengal, which aimed to maximize revenue while disregarding the impact on farmers. Trade monopolies. The East India Company established monopolies in key sectors like textiles, adversely affecting local industries and artisans. Economic exploitation. These policies led to the extraction of wealth from India, funding British expansion and enriching Britain at the cost of the Indian economy. Discuss the administrative changes brought about by the British in India post-1765 and their impact on Indian society. Answer. Centralization of power. The British centralized administrative control, reducing the power of local rulers and zamindars. Legal and judicial reforms. Introduction of new legal codes and a judicial system that often disregarded traditional Indian laws and customs. Impact on society. These changes disrupted traditional social structures, leading to social unrest and paving the way for later socio-religious reform movements. Analyze the significance of the Battle of Plassey and the Battle of Buxar in the context of British expansion in India. Answer. Battle of Plassey, 1757, marked the beginning of British political dominance in India, establishing British power in Bengal. Battle of Buxar, 1764, cemented British control over Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa, and led to the imposition of the dual government. Strategic importance. These battles signified the shift from trade to territorial ambitions and laid the foundation for further expansion. Evaluate the impact of British rule on the socio-economic fabric of 18th century India. Answer: economic decline. British policies led to the deindustrialization of India, decline in traditional crafts, and devastation of local economies. Socio-cultural impact. The imposition of foreign values and education systems started to erode traditional Indian social and cultural norms. Famines and hardships, mismanagement and exploitative policies resulted in famines and widespread suffering among the Indian populace. Discuss the significance of early resistance movements against the British, particularly focusing on the role of local rulers. Answer: local rulers' resistance. Many local rulers, including those of Bengal, Mysore, and the Marathas, initially resisted British expansion through military engagements and alliances. Diverse tactics. Resistance varied from direct military confrontations to diplomatic negotiations and forming coalitions. Legacy. These early resistance movements, despite their eventual failure, laid the groundwork for future struggles against British rule and fueled the spirit of nationalism. Prelims MCQs. Which of the following treaties led to the British control over Sindh? A. Treaty of 1832. B. Treaty of Bharoval. C. Treaty of Amritsar. D. Treaty of Lahore. Answer: a Treaty of 1832. What was the primary objective of Lord Auckland's tripartite Treaty of 1838? A. To mediate disputes between Ranjit Singh and the Amirs. B. To annex Punjab into the British Empire. C. To enthrone Shah Shuja with the armed help of the Sikhs. D. To establish a British resident in Afghanistan. Answer: C. To enthrone Shah Shuja with the armed help of the Sikhs. Which year marks the beginning of the Anglo-Sikh Wars? A. 1839. B. 1843. C. 1845. D. 1848. Answer: C. 1845. What was the main feature of the Treaty of Lahore, 1846? A. Recognition of Dost Muhammad as the ruler of Afghanistan. B. Annexation of the Jalandhar Doab. C. Surrender of the Sikh army to the British. D. Ceding of Kashmir to Gulab Singh. Answer: B. Annexation of the Jalandhar Doab. The policy of masterly inactivity in foreign affairs was advocated by which British official? A. Lord Lytton. B. Lord Dalhousie. C. John Lawrence. D. Warren Hastings. Answer: C. John Lawrence. The Treaty of 1832, signed by William Bentinck with the Amirs of Sindh, had which of the following provisions? A. Establishment of British political residency in Sindh. B. Free passage through Sindh for English traders and travellers. C. Annexation of Sindh by the British. D. Prohibition of British military presence in Sindh. Answer: B. Free passage through Sindh for English traders and travellers. What was the primary goal of Lord Auckland's tripartite Treaty of 1838? A. To annex Punjab and Sindh. B. To establish British supremacy in Afghanistan. C. To enthrone Shah Shuja with the armed help of the Sikhs. D. To create a British protectorate in Sindh. Answer: C. To enthrone Shah Shuja with the armed help of the Sikhs. The policy of masterly inactivity in British India's foreign affairs was initiated by which Governor-General? A. Lord Dalhousie. B. Lord Lytton. C. John Lawrence. D. Lord Curzon. Answer: C. John Lawrence. Which of the following statements correctly describes the Treaty of Lahore, 1846? A. It recognized the independence of Afghanistan. B. It marked the annexation of Jalandhar Doab by the British. C. It resulted in the British control over Sindh. D. It established the British resident in Kabul. Answer: B. It marked the annexation of Jalandhar Doab by the British. What was the result of the Anglo-Afghan Treaty of 1879, Treaty of Gandamak? A. Afghanistan became a British protectorate. B. Afghanistan regained full sovereignty. C. Afghanistan ceded control of the Khyber Pass to Britain. D. Afghanistan was divided into British and Russian spheres of influence. Answer: A. Afghanistan became a British protectorate. What was the main objective of the Treaty of 1832 between William Bentinck and the Amirs of Sindh? A. To establish British political residency in Sindh. B. To secure free passage through Sindh for English traders and travellers. C. To annex Sindh by the British. D. To prohibit British military presence in Sindh. Answer. B. To secure free passage through Sindh for English traders and travellers. Which of the following was a provision of the Treaty of Lahore, 1846? A. Annexation of Jalandhar Doab to the British Dominion. B. Recognition of Dost Muhammad as the ruler of Afghanistan. C. Surrender of the Sikh army to the British. D. Ceding of Kashmir to Gulab Singh. Answer. A. Annexation of Jalandhar Doab to the British Dominion. The policy of masterly inactivity in foreign affairs was proposed by which British official? A. Lord Lytton. B. Lord Dalhousie. C. John Lawrence. D. Warren Hastings. Answer. C. John Lawrence. The Treaty of Gandamak, signed after the Second Anglo-Afghan War, included which of the following terms? A. Afghanistan became a British protectorate. B. Afghanistan regained full sovereignty. C. Afghanistan ceded control of the Khyber Pass to Britain. D. Afghanistan was divided into British and Russian spheres of influence. Answer. A. Afghanistan became a British protectorate. What was the primary result of the Anglo-Afghan Treaty of 1879, Treaty of Gandamak? A. Afghanistan became a British protectorate. B. Afghanistan regained full sovereignty. C. Afghanistan ceded control of the Khyber Pass to Britain. D. Afghanistan was divided into British and Russian spheres of influence. Answer. A. Afghanistan became a British protectorate. The policy of masterly inactivity was a strategic response to which historical event? A. The First Anglo-Afghan War. B. The Anglo-Maratha Wars. C. The Anglo-Sikh Wars. D. The Battle of Plassey. Answer. A. The First Anglo-Afghan War. What was the primary reason behind the British annexation of Sindh in 1843? A. To establish a trade route with Central Asia. B. As a reaction to the Afghan war reverses. C. Due to the strategic importance of the Indus River. D. To counter French influence in the region. Answer. B. As a reaction to the Afghan war reverses. The Treaty of Amritsar in 1809 between Ranjit Singh and the British was significant for what reason? A. It marked the end of the Sikh Empire. B. It established British control over Punjab. C. It recognized Ranjit Singh's sovereignty over Punjab. D. It was a peace treaty concluding the Anglo-Sikh Wars. Answer. C. It recognized Ranjit Singh's sovereignty over Punjab. Lord Lytton's policy of proud reserve was primarily aimed at which geopolitical objective? A. Strengthening the British position in South Asia. B. Establishing friendly relations with neighboring countries. C. Expanding British territory towards Central Asia. D. Protecting British India from Russian expansion. Answer. D. Protecting British India from Russian expansion. The Treaty of Gandamak in 1879, following the Second Anglo-Afghan War, primarily established what? A. Afghan sovereignty over its territories. B. British control over Afghanistan's foreign policy. C. An alliance between Afghanistan and the British Empire. D. Afghanistan as a British protectorate. Answer. B. British control over Afghanistan's foreign policy. Thanks for watching.